Testing. 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right, there we go. Interesting. All right, so today, well, this week, took a little scalp yesterday. I saw the markets just falling and falling and falling. I was like, bro, I gotta touch these inverses. So I ended up trading SOXS yesterday for just a little trade. Just starting the month off green. And just looking at this chart though from yesterday on SOXL and all of the NQ and all of these, I mean, they just dive bombed. They got under the ATR lows and they just never, well, they turned around way down here from what's a $4 drop, turned around just a little bit and then just kept going. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna take, my little piece and see what's up. On SOXS though, this is where I was trading it. And I really was kind of scared yesterday because it was looking extended. I was like, I don't know. It took this little drop and I was like, it might reverse off this. I don't know. It's right at the 25, might reverse. Then it went up a little bit more, dropped again. I was like, ooh, I could have taken that trade. Then it came right back up here, and I actually took this break right here over the 26s, and I ended up selling like right around 20. I didn't even get my target. My target was 26.50 yesterday. I was selling like 26.30s, but I was like, oh, I don't know, because it was chopping around, but it was going in one direction. So I was like, I just don't want to be starting off the month super red. I took 300 shares on this breakout and just got to lunch money and got on down. I was talking in the Discord to Donnell and Mike B about what I'm gonna name this system. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna call it the lunch money strategy. Get the lunch money. If it wants to go more, cool. But on this one, the way that it was chopping, it actually ended up stopping me out as I was moving my stop up. And so it's one of those things I was like, okay, well, I got my profit that I was looking for. It just would not continue strong in one direction. It was just too choppy. Let's go and jump over here to the larger time frames. And so this is what I've been doing to play the SPY and the moves of the SPY. I'm pretty much watching the NQ, the QQQ, and the SPY at the same time and looking for them to be on one accord, right? Them to all be falling, all be going up, or all be consolidated. NQQ is the biggest one. It's gonna start the ripple effect, and then it kind of ties down to the QQQs and then to the SPY. So kind of just been watching those. This morning though, let's jump over here to the scans. We got a couple of inverses that are moving NVDQ, which follows NVIDIA, which was going up because NVIDIA was dropping, and then SOXS up here. But neither one of these have the volume that I'm looking for. NVIDIA has 13 million shares. So the volume that I'm kind of looking for is around 10 million shares traded. Especially if it's got 10 million before pre-market, I'm really interested. I'm like, okay, there's a lot of people looking over here. Anything below that, 5 million. I haven't really traded anything that's 5 million in a while. Also, I've taken 80 trades in this system so far, and I including the mistakes that I made on last month. I dug myself a hole last month. Now I dug out of it pretty good, but I could have been so much better off just not taking those trades. I went down. Let me see if I can pull it up. I dug myself a nice hole last month that I had to kind of. Now I ended the month small red, but I was much happier with that than being down like a grand. Where's my this? Let's go to calendar. But right now, the win percentage is 68.75% on 80 trades in this system. So I'm almost to the 100. And what I do at the 100 mark is kind of see what variables were the most effective and then kind of make adjustments if adjustments are needed. But I mean, it's almost 70% on 80 trades. So I'm like, for the most part, it's looking like, even with the mistakes, it's looking pretty good. But let me go ahead and pull up this calendar and show y'all this hole I dug last month. On the second week of the month, man, I just killed myself. I literally killed myself. So here it is. So this was the first trade I took, and some of these smaller ones I just got stopped out on, some of them. And what I'm doing is I'm aiming for lunch money. If it gives me more than lunch money, cool. I'll take those profits, whatever it is. But on some days, I wasn't patient enough. I wasn't waiting for ATRs to break. I was buying within the ATRs and looking for it to just break out, hoping for it to break out. And because of pride, I just kept holding. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna hold this. I'm just gonna hold this. It's gonna go back up. Nah. And this was the worst one right here on this Thursday. So I got hit right here for 243. I was like, oh, okay, that's not that bad. Then the next day, 562. I was like, bruh, what am I doing? I need to reevaluate or something. The next day, same thing. I was buying, trying to get those breakouts. Wasn't waiting for the breakout and pullback, just trying to get the breakout, and they were failing. They were failing hard. And so that week pretty much killed me last month. And I was like, okay, well, I got some work to do to get back out of this. And so I just started just taking profit and getting out for real. Like I took, got stopped out there, stopped out, got some money, stopped out, stopped, and this one was still a little bit bigger. Money, 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 money. So kind of dug back my way out of that and ended last month with the 84 in the red. But it could have been so much better without these three that I identified what the mistakes was. And I actually did this on Saturday. When I got to Saturday, I was like, what in the world am I doing? I went back and looked at what I was doing. Wasn't stopping out. I was overconfident and, just following the system. That's all I had to do. But my brain refused to do it. It refused. And so yesterday was just a quick scalp on SOX because I saw everything falling. So I was like, I'm just going to get a quick scalp, start the week off, and then we'll see where it goes from here. But yeah, I do not want to have a 3-day loser like that where it goes small loser, where it goes medium loser, big loser, smaller loser. That all of that just it calculates too much on it. So but anyway, today I see that the SPY and all of this stuff is coming back up a bit. Oh, now that's for the day trading. My dividends, sweet dividends. AT&T popped over $20. I've been waiting for it to get over $20 for a while. And yeah, it's up here at 2057, and your boy bought all the way. Where is it? No, all the way up. Gotta keep going. Where is it? Gotta keep going. It's not low enough. Oh, where's my entry? I've got my shares at 14 something, so whatever, wherever 14 is on this thing. But now it's above $20, and looking beautiful, looking beautiful. And then the other one that I had was VOD. And this one I got at 848 price, and that was a couple months ago, I think. But it pays a dividend, and now pushing it breached 10 a little bit. I got 200 shares of this one. I didn't get as much AT&T that I really wanted when it was down there. I was kind of nervous, but the thesis that I had, I was like, man, I gotta take a little bit, and then I took a little bit more, but it just exploded before I could get 200 to 500 shares. But this one I got 200 shares in at 848 and looking for it to push over this $10. So every dollar is $200, but it also pays a dividend. Another one that I had was CLM, and I don't know about this one. It pays a pretty high dividend, and I was looking for it to start breaching over the towards $8. So I got almost 300, almost 400 shares of this one just riding and getting that monthly dividend. And then CRF was another one. CRF. This is another one that's riding as well, looking for it to breach towards 8 as well on this nice little consolidation into uptrend. But we'll see. We'll see what happens on those. But let me see. Let me jump back over here to the scans. Today I'm seeing Intel. Intel is another one I've been watching to add to my dividend portfolio, letting it come on down. It's at $19. I love to see it under that 20. Love to see it. Want to see it continue to drop. Looking on the higher time frames for Intel, we look on the monthly. Look at this beautiful, beautiful downtrend. Mm, mm, mm. Come on down. Come on down to this $15 level, maybe even the $13 level. This is exactly how AT&T was looking when I went into it as well. But looking for it to pull down, and I'm not going to be hesitant trying to get in there. This time I'm going to go ahead, if it comes on down in here, and get a good chunk into Intel. Let's see what else we got coming down. But yeah, those are pretty much the dividend plays. Getting those nice payouts every month. Some of them are quarterly. I think VOD is quarterly, but still, it pays a pretty good one for quarterly. But yeah, today, what's the thesis on the day? So yesterday we had a nice market fall off. Going over here to the weekly on not SOXS. Let's go to the SPY. All right, so the weekly on the SPY came up here to the 565, faced some resistance here, came down quite heavily. So last time I played this one really, really nicely was around the 560s. Played it up, played it down, made some money on that. And now this time it's around the 550. So now my question is, okay, does it want to hold the 550? Does it want to break it down? What does it want to do on the day? Looking on this 15-minute though, 550 is right here. And actually, I should put a zone here rather than just saying 550, because what I'm looking for is it to hold that zone. So it had a bottom round here at 548 and 550. So it's got a zone here, but that could be right. That could be incorrect. We don't know. We're going to see on the open if it wants to dive through all of this, through the 558s. And if it does, I'm going to get some scalps on SOXS. Good morning, Mike D. And then if it does want to hold up 550 and start heading back up, I will look for SOXL to set up nicely to give me the break, the ATR high break first, if it's going to do it, because it is red on the day. So we'll need to eliminate that redness on the day and give me something. But you know what? With the move that big, I did make some money on SOXS on a day it was red, but the market was indecisive, and then it just started to break down. And so it went from red to a little bit more less red, but it never went green, and I still made money. The only difference from the past was I actually sold for profit before. As soon as I saw a bearish signal, I was out of there, and from there it just started to drop. So I was glad I took the profit, even though it did give me the ATR break over ATR. It held, and it was going higher. It was red on the day. So if a stock tells me, hey, we're struggling, I need to believe it. Believe it and take profit soon. Went was another one that I saw earlier this morning. It has 5 million shares traded on it. I don't know exactly why it was up. It's up 58%, coming up above $5. I did briefly look at some things under $5. I was kind of looking at the scans and manipulating the scans a little bit. I saw Whistle down there and some other smaller ones, but you already know me. I'm trying to see something with some range, baby. Something that can get to 10, 15, 20 cents easy. Easy. I don't want to be on a struggle boat. Because, sometimes they work out, but the probability, they just sell off so many times when they don't have range, and people get scared and start super selling. Let's see what else we got over here. So I'm waiting for it right now. Nvidia is the only one up here with 10 million shares traded. I don't know if they received some more bad news or what, but somebody's interested in Nvidia on this red day that is showing. I don't know if they're aiming for a reversal or what, but Nvidia is going to probably follow the rest of the market, and the rest of the market is looking just a little bit bearish right now. It could turn back around, but we'll see on the open. but we're waiting for something else to come in and challenge Nvidia. Right now, nothing else is on the board, especially now with range. Nvidia has a $6.81 range, so making a dollar on Nvidia is pretty probable for a day. I wouldn't say easy or anything like that, but it's definitely probable. Looking at where it moved from yesterday, 116 down to the 106. That was a $10 move. So it's definitely outside of that ATR. And we'll see if it wants to consolidate in here with the market or if the market wants to continue to dump. Like I said, I was looking for the 550s on the market to hold. I wait the first 30 minutes of the market to kind of see where things are. Now, yesterday, Monday, I waited like an hour and 30 minutes before I touched anything because I just did not know if we were going to see any hard Monday reversals. But once it got going and it kept going, I was like, okay, I'm gonna give me a scalp and go and sit down. Mike D says ZS looks like a good buy after earnings. Let's see ZS. ZS looks like death. It dropped from 196 down to 160, looks like, on the larger time frames. Let's look at what is this. Well, let me see what this company is. ZS. Z to the S. Z scalar. Zscaler reports fourth quarter and fiscal 2024 financial results. They presented at an upcoming conference, or no, they haven't yet. Maybe, I don't know, but yeah, they took a hit. So let's look over here on the larger time frames. So they were at 193 and opening down here at the bottom of these ranges here, 160-ish. I don't know if they do. Oh, do they do dividends? Let me see. Zscaler, which they don't do dividends. So let's go and look at their profile and see what they actually offer. Yeah, so it just popped up. Interesting. Profile. Okay, description. Zscaler Inc. operates as a cloud security company worldwide. The company offers Zscaler Internet Access Solutions that provides users, workloads, IoT and OT devices, secure access to externally managed applications, including software as a service. Okay, so basically a cloud service, IT service, that's doing a little bit of cloud security. Let's see. The company serves customers in airlines and transportation, conglomerates, consumer goods and retail, financial services, healthcare, manufacturing, media and communications, public sector, and education, technology, and telecommunications. Okay. It is based out of San Jose, California. Or wait. The company was formerly known as Safe Channel Inc. and changed its name to Zscaler Inc. in 2008, August 2008, and was incorporated in 2007 as it and is headquartered in San Jose, California. Okay. Yeah, they got hit in the mouth. That's what they got. Let's see. And the thing is, sometimes these stocks that are like around $5, but they have an ATR of $1.69. Like that's basically saying on an average day, over the past couple of days, it's been moving at least a dollar, you know, which is crazy for it to be this price and moving a dollar. On this day, it moved from 7 up to 9. Wow, it is moving pretty big. This day from 6 up to 9. This day fell from 11 down to 8. So yeah, this thing kind of has some movement in it on went. I don't know what it can do today, but that ATR being $1.69 is crazy. It does not. I don't think it has any catalyst. Let's go look on went. It's one of those. It'll just move for no reason. Let's go look and see if it has any. Okay, an hour ago. Wintry completes enrollment of phase 2B study of, oh boy, of istaroxime, istaroxime in the early cardiogenic shock or in early cardiogenic shock. Okay. So it does have a catalyst from an hour ago. Looks like a biotech company. Let's jump over here to Went. Okay, but it does move dollars. That's crazy. It's this price and moving that big. Okay, it's a biotech company focused on the development and therapeutics for the treatment of acute cardiovascular diseases. Um, okay, so we see some keywords: decompensated heart failure, cardiogenic shock, clinical trial to treat respiratory distress syndrome in premature infants, lung injury resulting from COVID-19. Okay. So it says the company was formerly known as Discovery Laboratories Inc. and changed its name to Windtree Therapeutics in April 2016. The company was founded in 1992. Hmm. Mike D says so. TOS still doesn't show pre-market on the chart. What do you mean? It showed it. It showed pre-market. All of these white spaces are pre-market. See, all of that white space, and this is pre-market right here. So the black is the regular day intraday in the whites, and you can change these settings. I think what is it? This is not in application settings. It's in the rate. You go to the chart. You go to boy, I'm lost. Okay, you go to settings. You go to, is it equities? Yeah, show extended. So on the axis, show extended hour trading sessions and highlight extended hours trading session. And extended hour is pre-market and aftermarket. I was going for a brain fart for a minute there, but I haven't looked in there in a minute. It's been a minute since I've had to change anything in the setup, so, or settings, so it's whatever. But went, don't know what it's going to end up doing, but it moves dollars. So that's not one that I guess you could, I don't know. There's definitely potential to get a dollar. At least, if you look aiming for 10 cents, 20 cents, you may get it on win. But it just depends on your strategy. All right, what are we looking like on the SPY now? NQ came up here, formed a little top here at the 18,909, and the QQQs, all of them are looking about the same, bearish, but that can always change at the open, so we kind of give it that time to play. We have about 8 minutes to the open bell. Hit the minutes. Um, oh, that other stock I was talking to you guys about in the Discord as well, which was Vail. I've been waiting for this thing to fall for so long. Reliable Rudy, me and Reliable Rudy, we was talking about this one, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm getting in, at 11 or something, something." I was like, "Bro, I'm not touching this thing until it's under 10." I was looking down here at previous levels that it had hit. It went all the way down here as low as $2. So I was like, nah, I'm good. Now what he was looking at was this little base out right here of the 12, and I was like, yeah, I want to see a break of that. And now we're getting a break, and I won't even think about buying until it breaches probably down here 7 and 8, but it pays that nice dividend out. And I mean, it's got all of these levels that you can enter little positions, and if it takes off, it goes back up. Oh well. But looking at the potential of it, it went up to $40. So let's say I buy it $8, but I only get, 20 shares, 50 shares, something like that. Well, if it does explode, every dollar will be that $50 or $20. But if I get a hundred shares or something, 200 shares, I'm looking at the potential where it's been. I'm looking for history to repeat itself. That's what I'm looking for. I don't really care about, just some random level out here. I want to see get a low price, a discounted price. Because the way where's my calculator? The way I'm thinking about this is how much of a discount am I going to get on this? So if the highs was $44, right? 44.15. And then we got down here, let's say I start buying around $8. So let's see, minus $8. I would do a percentage, but this is 36.15%. All you need to do is divide that by the 1415. So 36.15 divided by 44.15. And we're looking at a nice 80% discount on that. If you just multiply this by 100 to get what it is in by 100. So 81.87% discount on that. And I'm like, that sounds pretty reasonable. That sounds pretty good to me. And if it starts to take off, it's whatever. Oh man, I moved my calculator off this screen where y'all can see it. Oh, well, this is the math that I just did. So top side was 44.15, and I just subtracted, what was that? Where I wanted to start buying. So let's say $8, and that will leave me with 36.15, and you just divide this by the whole thing. So 36.15 divided by 44.14. Or 1.5, whatever it was. And you get that 81, and you can just multiply this by 100 to see the percent. So 81%. I guess you could continue to go on with these numbers, but we usually the precision is usually going to be like 2 to 3. So I guess this would be 88. You could round up, but 81% basically discount. And that's what I did on AT&T. I was like, oh man, this is where the highest was. How much of a discount can I really get on this thing? When it starts looking like, okay, I like this discount, I need to start buying, go ahead and buy it. And I'm not even worried about it dropping more because I'm going to just buy more at that point. Drop $5 a share, drop. I'm just going to keep buying. But anyway, we got two minutes to the open. And out of the open, what am I going to be watching? What is looking like is taking the volume on the day, getting the volume on the day? So we got Nvidia got 15 million shares on Nvidia. It is red on the day. We got SQQQ. We got SOXL. So we got inverse up here, but looking like we might see a little bit of green today. We'll see though. NQ and all of that is coming down right now. But the SPY has not followed suit just yet. So the NQ and the Q showing us some downwards motion. The SPY usually follows these two. So it gives you kind of like a precursor of what's going to happen. But if these start to find some type of support, the SPY will probably hold where it is. Right at that 550 level is where I'm interested in seeing it either break and continue a downwards movement or start holding that 550. And I'll be looking to play SOXL if it sets up today with the ATR break. If it doesn't, I'll play it tomorrow. All right, we got about 1 minute left. And that's another thing. Like, I'm getting so much more comfortable just saying, yo, I do it tomorrow. If it does set up today, I do it tomorrow, because I've noticed when I'm rushing things, when I'm like, man, this is gonna happen today, that's when I lose money. That's when I lose money. I just get stomped out, spit on, and slapped up. So I really just, had to rethink it. Oh, I can do it tomorrow. It'll give me another opportunity. The patient get paid, right? And if it does take off, I'll find another opportunity. All right. But what are we gonna watch out of the open? I'll watch Nvidia just to see what it's gonna do. Oh, Mike D says, by the way, AI earnings after the bell is gonna be huge. Okay, okay. Earnings after the bell on AI. We're gonna be opening here in 10 seconds. Looking at Nvidia, it has the most volume on the day, so we're gonna see, is it gonna continue bullish? I mean, continue bearish or reverse bullish? Here is the open. Nvidia ATR high up here at 106. ATR lows down here at the 104s. So what I'm looking for on any particular day is a break of an ATR high and a hold above it to show me, hey, we're going up. Now, this break of the ATR high, this thing right here becomes the out at that point. But until it does that, I just think it's in indecision mode in between these. It hasn't really chosen what it wants to do, but it has to break and hold on a 15-minute. If it breaks on a 1 minute or 2 minute, you can easily get snatched back in here. But the 15-minute holds a little bit more weight to me and to what I've been looking at in my system. So yeah, I haven't traded on the 1 minute or anything below the 15 in probably a year and a half, 2 years, something like that. I don't even play with it. My eyes just don't work the same on all those little lines. It's too much noise on the chart. All right, so Nvidia coming up here and tapping the ATR high. Tapping that ATR high right there. ATR high is at 106.23. Tapped it. Can it actually break it though? Also the SPY, let's go and look at the SPY and NQ. So NQ is definitely still below, but NQ trades differently from the SPY. It actually continues to trade even after market and all of that stuff. So it's got a little bit more time to trade, and that's why it's below the ATRs. But it has an ATR low up here of 18,962. The Qs haven't decided to get outside of the ATRs either. They're looking like they're just in indecision mode. So what I'm looking for is a break and hold under these levels. Let's go and look at SOXS coming up here. So it came up and tapped the ATR highs as well. Big bounce down off of that level, but still in indecision. It's gonna need to break this. But look at this. This is one of the things, like I always say, that I ignore these nice little wicks of pressure up here. And I'm like, well, those wicks don't mean anything. Get in. And where I lost some money last month, those 3 days that I lost, I bought the breakout right under the breakout. It would give me this little inch right here and then snap back like this. But it will be after the first 30 minutes though. But it would do this same thing and I'll be down. You know, if I get 300 shares right here at 28.16 and now I'm down, you know, what is this? Going towards the lows, not waiting for this breakout was my downfall. All of my green trades pretty much break out and hold these levels. But now look at SOXS and the SPY coming on up green. So now we'll start looking at XOXL coming up here to the ATR break. And we're seeing some bullish action on the NQ, the QQQs, and the SPY, but none of them have chosen to break over their ATR highs yet. ATR highs on the QQQs is going to be right here at the 459.50 based on the 15-minute. 459.50. Then the SPY, they're both working their way up there, but have not broken out. And again, I wait the first 30 minutes, so this will be too early for me anyway. But just tapping those levels, both of them. But looking very, very bullish down here. And also the NQ looking bullish. Has a little level up here, but yeah, looking bullish isn't being bullish. All right, back over here to XOXL. We'll see if it wants to just consolidate and go on back down for us. Let's look at Went. Did Went halt up or something? Went is in a halt down. So it could not hold the $5. Looks like it got a short attack here. At 9 million shares traded, halted down. NQ. Okay, so as of now, I'm probably gonna just be watching SOXL to pull a red to up. Well, coming up above the ATR highs. And so what I'll be looking for is it to test down but stay above the 2940 level. And there's really a zone here, 2950 down here to the 2940 level, looking for a pullback into this area over the next couple of minutes. But yeah, I still got 20 minutes to wait or something. Need to see it hold these levels because sometimes it will dump back down like it's doing now. But looking for these levels to hold, and it hasn't done that yet. So whatever, looks good though. But I want to make sure this is the setup that I like. Breaking the ATR highs and just hold this 2450, 2440 level. And now it's pulling back again. We'll see if it wants to pull all the way back in. The other ones did the same move, pulling back down. Well, SPY actually ripped. Look at the SPY over here. So the SPY had a ATR high of the 550.77, jumped all the way up here to the 51.46. But like I said, this is the first couple of minutes. Everything has to hold up. QQQs, SPY, everything has to hold up for me to be like, okay, all right, I'm gonna play this. Back over to XOS. This is a nice pullback under this level of the 2940s. And now it is back within the ATR levels here and pulling back. So, and I also see the QQQs doing this same move and the NQ. So the SPY is going to be following here soon. NQ, big candle wick up and then wicking back in here. So now I'm more interested in going back over to SOXS for downward motion. So looking over here on SOXS, we got a small test out to the top side, big test to the bottom. Can it hold under the ATR lows here of the 27.59? And now at this point, it's looking like a big consolidation. I mean, until it breaks one of these sides, 28, 23, or the bottom 27, 20, 27, 37, it's just indecision to me. So no trades on XOXS. Let me jump back over to XOXL. Same deal. Look at this. Back in the indecision. So no trades. Sitting on my hands. Sitting on my hands. That's it. Doesn't matter. It did it. All right, so let's go and look back at the scans as well. So Went is still halted. NVDQ was one that is a inverse. Looking like it's trying to go towards a ATR high break, but it doesn't have enough volume for me. Only 4 million shares traded here. Let's see what else we got. SQQ. What's Tesla looking like? Tesla up here with 5 million shares. Little move out of there. Above ATR highs, 211s down here needs to hold. Hit a high up here of 214, so got a range between 211 to 214. Has ATR of $10. $10 usual ATR. So can it move $1? Absolutely, easily. 211 up to 214 just without breaking a sweat. All right. Look at TQQs, still in indecision as well. Okay. Yeah, so just kind of weighing all the options here. But anyway, I'm probably going to be watching SOXL to pull a green to red move, or a red to green move if it can. But it's got a lot of work to do in this indecision level. That's what I'm looking at for the most part. Like, this thing's gonna be sweaty. Do I want to get involved in a situation where, you know, I've lost before or something like that, and I know this thing has the variables that I like, but not the setup that I like right now. So anyway, that is it for me today. We do have those fallers over here. ZS down 17%. DL, is that Dollar Tree? DLTR? It looks like, yeah, that is Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree dying, giving up its soul from 100 down here to 67. I've noticed a lot of the stores, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Walgreens, and I think CVS too. A lot of those type of stores took a absolute hit over the last couple, like the month, last month or something like that. Some of them pay dividends. Dollar Tree does not, but Dollar General does. DG pay, and I was kind of looking at Dollar General to continue to fall, but I wanted to come down to a level where I like. Maybe if it can drop like below 50s or something, I'll get more interested. But as for now, just letting them die slow. But it does pay a dividend. But anyway, I got to get out of here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. About to get to my morning meeting. Right now, market is in indecision, so I'm sitting on my hands. Haven't seen anything else pop up. I'll probably see what Went does out of the open if it wants to just halt straight down and continue going down. But I don't know if that's going to be a play. But kind of want to see if the market does stay kind of indecisive like this, what kind of pain points are created. Can I identify those pain points for tomorrow? Anyway, this is hump day on a short week. Once again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. And as always, I will see you guys on Friday. Friday is going to be a busy day, but I'm still going to get a stream out. And we'll kind of recap the week. I mean, if I find something that's a trade, great. If not, I'm just going to try to preserve my green on this week and go into the next week looking for those better A+ opportunities. Anyway, that's it for me today. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. And if you want to continue the conversation, jump into the Discord. That link was dropped in the chat. The Discord is where we continue conversations. If I see anything, that's where I alert you guys and things like that. But the QQQs are ripping up now. And so we'll see what happens throughout the day if SOXL wants to come into play. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.